The headlines. MOA organizes one-day workshop on National Sports Governance Act 2025 and Manipur Sports Development Code 2024. World Heart Day observed. Hello and welcome to Pm-Istv English News. I'm Surbala Kangabam. Let's see the news in detail. The Manipur Olympic Association organized a one-day workshop on National Sports Governance Act 2025 and Manipur Sports Development Code 2024 at the Olympic Bhavan, Kumalampak Sport Complex in Imphal. The event saw participation from notable figures including former Vice President of the Manipur Olympic Association S. Lokeshwar, convener of the Sports Movement Committee Manipur R.K. Ranendrajit, retired IAS officers Dr. R.K. Nimai and Bobby Waikom, and the President of the Manipur Olympic Association Sunil Ilangbam, who served as members of the Presidium. The workshop was also attended by individuals actively engaged in the field of sports and representatives from various state-level sports associations. Dr. R.K. Nimai served as the moderator of the session. Various experts, resource persons shared insights and provided detailed explanations on the National Sports Governance Act 2025 and the Manipur Sports Development Code 2024. During the event, Vice President of the Manipur Olympic Association G.A. Sanatomba Sharma said that discussion is being held regarding the National Sports Governance Act 2025, which was recently passed in the Parliament, and the Manipur Sports Development Code 2024. He noted that various sports associations have already received the Manipur Sports Development Code 2024, which was introduced by the government of Manipur. The workshop was therefore organized with the aim of holding thorough deliberations on what should be included or omitted so that a final set of recommendations can be submitted to the government.
Sports Development Code and Tholakpasida, Tonganba Manipurgi Sports, Sakanavidamata, Levidiva, Expert Mayam, Highland Mayam Sing Tanaraga, Asumba, Manipurgi Sports, Sakatnavada, Awat Pakara Ladiva, Queen of Zeriva, Court Asida Ladivasi, Kitang Hapsenba, Queen Apam Kara Hapsenba, Natraga, Yaning the Bakara, Yaurgasumadu, Natopaya, Brahid Manipur Sarkargi, Maikeda, Queen Mayamna, Quigi presentation, Tauraga, Masikata Sumtopiu, Sikara Hapsen, Biu, High Bagi Kanodu Tarak Navidam Sigi workshop. Tonga expert mayam akoina invite tawjare aduga state level association gi representative mayam singsu akoina invite tawjare de mohoi apam sing du tawraga punna kaino ma lawminaraga sarkar da hajaraga rectify tawba yaba natraga review tawba yaba nasing madu tawbinaba hajese haidana ngasi gi workshop asi pangthoksabe.
As part of the globally observed World Heart Day, the Imphal Heart Institute Sagolban also organized World Heart Day event to mark the occasion. The program was attended by renowned doctors, staff members of the Imphal Heart Institute and members of the public. Speaking at the event, the chairman and managing director of Imphal Heart Institute, Dr. K.H. Ratan Kumar, stated that due to lifestyle-related issues, heart disease is becoming increasingly common among the population, including those below the age of 40. He highlighted the urgent need for public awareness on heart health, regular checkups and timely diagnosis. He encouraged people to adopt a daily diet that functions like medicine, make necessary lifestyle changes and stay informed about their health.
Heart ki awareness to laibiba, empower to biba, mi mayam sina heart ki symptom mayam, heart narpagi symptom mayam khangbiba, adu akoina hauji hairi kaino sida week ki celebration sida all the time hairi ne akoina kamaina khangani heart narpa madam kamaina kan tokani koi asina sing basi mi du the import of dragadi mi du khangdragadi miss to gina hajariba.
Heart surgeon Dr. Khetrimayum Kala stated that 15% of Manipur's population is affected by heart disease, and those staying in relief camps are at higher risk of mental health issues and heart disease. He was speaking at the World Heart Day program organized by the Senior Citizen Society of Kundrakwam AC at Ram School, Pangay. During the program, Dr. Kala, who is also the secretary of the Senior Citizen Society Kundrakwam AC, launched a free health camp aimed at raising awareness and promoting early detection of heart-related conditions. The camp offered various medical tests including blood sugar, cholesterol screening, ECG, and thyroid test. Several companies which participated in the event were distributed free medicines and other items. The participants took a 10-point pledge, which included commitments to follow a heart-healthy diet, avoid smoking, and manage their blood pressure, blood sugar, and cholesterol levels through healthy lifestyle changes. Speaking in connection, Dr. Kala further stressed that the increasing prevalence of heart disease is directly linked to poor dietary habits, lack of regular checkups, physical inactivity, and mental stress. He encouraged everyone to consume a healthy and balanced diet, avoid harmful substances, stay positive, and maintain emotional well-being. He also noted that although the current situation is shaped by ongoing conflicts, people staying in relief camps are especially vulnerable and must be cared for with compassion and attention. If not properly supported, the psychological and physical toll of displacement can severely worsen heart health. He concluded by saying that stressful living conditions, especially in relief camps, are a major contributing factor to heart disease.
이게 사제 보디 워시 현단도 마담 주부터 짜바 타포 체션 바다버니 아코이게 많이 보더죠 하게 나바 ям레 미 짜마 호자 나바담나 미 트라마지 군 모제 타모이게 나바 하게 나바 고에 바두나 미뽕 푸디마나 하세 농체비오 마사모 번어 담비오 아마지 마나 밤데 타보면 타도비오.
Regional Institute of Medical Sciences, or RIMS, also marked World Heart Day today with a special health initiative aimed at promoting heart health and early detection of cardiovascular diseases. The event was held under the theme "Don't Miss a Beat" and included a free ECG screening camp at the RIMS Hospital's new GOPD block. The camp was overseen by Director of RIMS Professor G. Shunil Kumar Sharma, saw the presence of key dignitaries including Medical Superintendent Professor N. Sanjeev, Deputy Director Administration R.K. McColt, and Dean Academy Professor L. Rajesh. The day also featured a range of wellness activities under the Swachhta Nari Sashakt Parivar Abhiyan, including a digital Abha ID drive, yoga sessions, and non-communicable disease screenings for hypertension, diabetes, and cancer. A key highlight was the Nikshay Mitra enrollment drive to support TB patients. A total of 103 individuals, both men and women, were enrolled for psychological and nutritional support during the event. Additional Chief Secretary Anurag Bajpai, along with senior officials from the government, visited Thoubal and Kaching districts to inspect various ongoing projects under the Department of Textiles, Commerce and Industry and the Forest Department. Chief Conservator of Forest Joy Kumar, Director of Handloom and Textiles Ilangmam Jiten, DFO of Thoubal Forest Division Gisili, Managing Director of Manitko Roman, and Inspector of Factories K. Deepak were among the officials who accompanied the Additional Chief Secretary in the visit. During the visit, the delegation inspected several important sites in Thoubal district, such as the Arts and Crafts Training Center under the Department of Textiles, Commerce and Industry, the Karaupokpi Industrial Estate, and the Yaithibi Kuno Mega Food Park project, which is funded by the Ministry of Food Processing Industries. They also visited the Kharungpat Bird Sanctuary and the Pumlenpat Ecotourism site in Kaching district. The officials conducted on-site inspections to assess the current status of these projects and held interactions with the concerned departments to discuss further development and necessary improvements. At the Arts and Crafts Training Center, Thoubal, Anurag Bajpai, accompanied by the Director of Handloom and Textiles, directed the raised proposal for the establishment of a well-equipped incubation center to promote and expand craft-based activities in Thoubal and Kaching districts, stressing the need for robust infrastructure. In a meeting with the DFO of Thoubal Forest Division and frontline field staff, forest-related issues including preventing forest fires, encroachments and legal land excavation were directed. A review meeting was also held at the Deputy Commissioner's office in Thoubal, attended by DC Thoubal Henakame, SP Thoubal, the General Manager of DIC, and the Project Officer of Handloom and Textiles. In the meeting, the Deputy Commissioner was briefed on the flagship PM Vishwakarma scheme, where discussions were held on effective coordination with the central PMU and NSDC partners to ensure smooth implementation of the scheme in the district. Director of Mahut Ngangom Uttam stated that although fire safety measures are mandated under the building bylaws, Regular maintenance is essential. He also emphasized the importance of not ignoring the fact that fire extinguishers have a validity period and must be checked accordingly. He was speaking at the 6th Fire and Life Safety Training Program held for hospitals and nursing homes, organized by the Manipur Fire Service under the Nation First at 75 campaign. The opening ceremony of the training session was attended by Additional Secretary A. Subhash, Director of Mahut N.G. Uttam and Director of Manipur Fire Service L. Nabachandra as the main dignitaries. Speaking at the program, Director Ngangom Uttam pointed out that confusion and delays while waiting for the fire service often result in major destruction. Citing examples from Thangal and Pauna markets, he explained that after the enforcement of a rule requiring each shop to install a fire extinguishers, failing which shop license would be denied, almost all shops have now complied. This proactive measures has helped prevent fire incidents in those areas. He further noted that under the Manipur Municipal Building Bylaws, all new constructions are required to have proper fire safety systems in place. Approval for such structures is granted by the Fire Service Department only after these safety requirements are met. However, he acknowledged that many buildings were constructed before these regulations came into effect. Therefore, he emphasized the urgent need to review existing certificates and conduct regular inspections, warning that without such measures, it would be difficult to control or mitigate future fire incidents.
Manipur Municipal Building Bylaws already fire what's a yaw buildings have the ayabs from PP. Luridi, Masigi, Anobo Bylaw, Latrinaida, Hana Sajan Diva, Hana. Hati ham prabak mina hamna wayna ngasai sigi hydrant kari karagasi loina di ham prabak chahi guding ki madu check tori bra chau tau da bra check ma chahi guding ki magi certificate to pre-validate tori bra tau da bra sina akoi yung thong guding ki fire extinguisher mamam lai agadi mai holang pokta ki amna kan mamangani.
Additional Secretary Home A. Shubha stated that regular reviews and training sessions helped to retain and reinforce essential knowledge and should not be taken lightly. He emphasized that such training sessions are especially important for hospitals and nursing homes as these institutions are highly vulnerable in the event of a fire. He also urged these institutions to ensure that their staffs receive proper fire safety training from the fire service so that they can manage emergencies effectively. Director L. Nabachandra stated that the training program was organized under the Nation First at 75 campaign by the Manipur Fire Service. He mentioned that feedback from previous sessions has shown that such training has improved awareness regarding the operation and effectiveness of firefighting mechanisms in hospitals, which is why they are continuing with the training.
Pikraba Hosida, a me 60 Kapagi, capacity. Ado Mayam Lehina Lapiduna, the Christian W. Semashisu, Damna, a Tagani. Other than Sunatana Hospital, fire and life safety, Kamaru Gato, Madusi training course that will come on.
Speaker of Manipur Legislative Assembly Thokchom Saityabrata extended heartfelt greetings on the occasion of Lamyanda Hizam Irabot's birth anniversary, remembering the visionary leader as a social reformer, poet and a dramatist. The speaker paid tribute to Irabot's lifelong dedication to justice, equality and the upliftment of Manipur. He noted that through his activism and powerful literary works, Hizam Irabot awakened the spirit of unity and courage among the people. Recalling Irabot's visions of a Manipur where all communities live in dignity and harmony, the speaker called upon the people to carry forward his legacy by rising above divisions and working collectively towards a just and inclusive future. Residents of Moibung Kuno under Imphal West have expressed strong disapproval over the eviction of its community hall, crematorium, public toilet and water well. The eviction was carried out at around 3:30 a.m. today morning by a team led by SDO Lamsang with security provided by Central Forces. Report says that the Central Force team arrived at the site at around 2 a.m. which led to a scuffle with the locals camping at the site, but the officials managed to overpower the reported locals and conducted the eviction at around 3:30 a.m. Meanwhile, the residents of the village have boycotted local MLA Haikam Dingo, alleging his complicity in the eviction. They lamented the incident and expressed deep discontentment over the process.
मसी सरकार की खासियत हो रहा है सो मसी हंगी हंगी बा यामला प्रॉब्लम ले बा सी अदु लंबी दे सोई प्रॉब्लम दी ले बनते तसेंग नमा मसी नुवाई न दबगी मलो ममा माली तो सा आतनी तसेंग नमा छिरगा लोइरबा मपोखिदा अपोंदगा अपन तो मो किबा नुवाईते.
Meanwhile, Secretary of Moibung Kuno Youth Club K. Subhash Chandra claimed that the village water well was not marked during the demarcation process, but it has been filled during the eviction drive. Speaking to media at Moibung Kuno, Subhash Chandra said the village is currently facing water shortages as it has no water supply, and further pointed out that the village no longer has a crematorium.
Sugumba Laikai Ama Kakang Izava community halls, Shizimazu Tugai Bigre, Aduga Akoi the blame Zuta Virame, Adu Sugumba Zinji, Akoi Tamoshi, Shok Nuaja Deva, Aduna Yaragadi, Akoiji, Akoigi Laikai, Kanbiraga, Akoiji, Hingba the Sangba, Ishingju, Moina, Tadapiva, Shiba the Sangba, Crematorium Zu Tugai Biba, Akoiji, Hingbazu Yadaba, Sibazu Yadaba, Marakshi, the Koji Noraga Tonga, Hybra, Hybaze, a Sarkagi, Makeda, a Tamzaniva.
The residents later organized a protest demonstration denouncing the eviction. As part of its continuous initiative to ease the difficulties faced by the public due to current shortages of rice in the market, the CAF and PD department carried out mobile rice sales today at Kwarmand Ima Market under an open market sales scheme. Under the supervision of the CAF and PD Secretary, Imphal West Deputy Commissioner and the Director of the department launched the mobile rice sale initiative by releasing 50 quintals of rice. The rice was sold to the public at a subsidized rate of 28.50 rupees per kg, with each person allowed to purchase up to 5 kilograms. Speaking in connection, CAF and PD Inspector Athopam Gokul stated that given the current situation of price hikes and public hardship due to the scarcity of essential commodities like rice, the open market sale has been initiated as a relief measures. He further added that under this scheme, the rice will continue to be sold at different locations in the coming days to ensure wider access and availability for the people.
Ado tongan mafamsingda on one spot ta koi confine toroga leite ngasi ima market ta ba wani Langol game village la ani next day after tomorrow ko adugi mathang da smain tona lam koi naurem thong tera sagolban lam Imphal West le ba SC singse lekai SC da chala ganda koi smain open market sale to bugi khudong cha ba se koi gi hariba department asigi secretary deputy commissioner madi director gi me makha da koi di soga punna koi mafam asai da prajamyam gi seba to balak saban.
National Statistics Office Imphal organized a tree plantation drive today at the Haibok Hill Eco Park in Langtabal to mark the 75th year of NSS. The program witnessed participation of Deputy Director General ISS Dr. K.M. Singh and staffs of NSO FODRO Imphal. More than 100 indigenous trees and evergreen trees were set to be planted on the occasion. District Health Society Chandel organized a one-day medical camps under the Swachh Nari Sashakt Parivar Abhiyan at the Community Health Center in Chakpikarong and the Primary Health Center in Komlathabi today. At the CHC Chakpikarong, over 10 medical stalls were set up, staffed by specialist doctors in gynecology, orthopedics, pediatrics, dentistry, and general medicine. The camp also offered ultrasound services, sugar and hemoglobin testing, as well as oral and cervical cancer screenings. More than 260 individuals registered at the camp to receive medical checkups and free screenings. Free medicines were also distributed to those in need. The camp also facilitated on-the-spot registrations for CMHT, PMJAY, and Abha Health IDs, helping to expand health coverage to the underserved population. Meanwhile, at the PHC in Komlathabi, around 140 individuals from the surrounding areas availed various services. Similar facilities, including treatment by specialist doctors and screenings for cancer, blood pressure, tuberculosis and diabetes, were provided at the site. The Adhi Karma Yogi Abhiyan, an initiative of the Ministry of Tribal Affairs, was officially launched in Tamil Nadu district today with the aim to understand and address the real needs of tribal communities across 550 districts in the country. Speaking at the press meet held at his office in the Mini Secretariat, Tamilong Additional Deputy Commissioner Chunglen Mangkipgen briefed the media about the objectives and significance of the Adhi Karma Yogi Abhiyan, also known as AKA. He informed that the Abhiyan was launched in Tamilong at Duigailong village, which has been designated as the Adhi Seva Kendra for the district. The ADC highlighted a long-standing gap in governance where schemes are often designed from the top down, sometimes missing the real needs at the grassroots levels. The Abhiyan, he said, changes that approached by empowering villagers to identify and articulate their own development priorities.
The Karma Yogi Abhiyan will empower the villagers to come up with a village action plan along with the help of the district officials. So the village action plan will be studied eventually by the Ministry of Tribal Affairs, and they will be in a position to understand the needs of the villages better and to transform the village in future, and also to run in alignment with the goals of Vikshit Bharat, which is otherwise known as Develop India, on or before the year 2030.
In None district, a key initiative under the Adhi Karma Yogi Abhiyan, a responsive governance program, was launched today at Longmai. The village has been selected as a pilot location for developmental planning under a 5-year roadmap from 2025 to 2030. The village action plan meeting was held at the Adhi Seva Kendra, Longmai Part 1 in None district. The program was organized by the district administration None with the aim of encouraging responsive and participatory government at the grassroots levels. The event was graced by key dignitaries including SDO of Longmai, HL Christian Home, Chairman of the Longmai Village Authority, Kasaigai Gangmei, Secretary of the Longmai Pay Customary Court, Gongjai Kamson, and SDC None Sheikh Aslam Khan as the presidium members. As part of the program, a transect walk was conducted by the stakeholders to identify community needs and assess infrastructure gaps directly on the ground. District Child Protection Unit None conducted an outreach and sponsorship enrollment drive at Tarau Chagotlong and Kumji 1 villages. The program was aimed at identifying and supporting destitute children through Mission Vatsalya, a flagship initiative of the Government of India. The drive also featured a robust public awareness campaign on child protection laws and policies. Key legislations discussed including the POCSO Act 2012, the Juvenile Justice Act 2015, and the Child Marriage Prohibition Act 1986. As part of the awareness initiative, posters were launched by SDO None Christian Home, highlighting legal penalties against those involved in selling tobacco products, intoxicating liquors, narcotic drugs, or psychotropic substances to children. The campaign also addressed critical issues such as illegal adoption, child exploitation, sexual abuse, child and adolescent labor, and child marriage. Villagers were sensitized about the importance of the sponsorship schemes, which provides financial and social support to children in vulnerable situations. Officials emphasized the punitive provisions under existing laws and reiterated the government's commitment to ensuring the safety, dignity, and rights of every child. In Ukhrul district, Tangkol Baptist churches celebrated their anniversary, commemorating 125 years of the Baptist Church presence in the region. The celebration, held under the theme Darkness to Light, brought together churches and believers from across the Northeast. The Tangkol Baptist Churches Associations, in collaboration with the Fungyo Baptist Church, Ukhrul, hosted the grand celebration. The event began with a special prayer and baptism ceremony at Ngaiya, the site where the first baptism in Tangkol history was held. In a symbolic continuation of faith, 21 new believers were baptized today by Executive Secretary of TBCA, Reverend Dr. Mathotmi Vasa. More than 95 local churches and 20 associations affiliated under the Manipur Baptist Convention took part in the celebrations. Delegates from Nagaland and Imphal also joined in solidarity. One of the key highlights of the day was the unveiling of a commemorative monolith at the TBCA mission compound by General Secretary of MBC, Reverend K. Losimao. It also honors the first 12 faithful Tangkhul believers who were baptized on 29th September 1901, marking the beginning of the Christian movement in the region. And before we wind up the top stories once again, MOA organizes one-day workshop on National Sports Governance Act 2025 and Manipur Sports Development Code 2024. And World Heart Day observed. Well, thank you so much for joining with us and good night.